Hi there, I'm Ben and welcome to my 100% guide for Vanaheim from God of War Ragnarök. In this one we're doing Vanir Shrine. This is a hidden area. You do need to have Freya with you when you're doing this one. I advise doing most of the cleanup when you finish the story anyway. So yeah, we need to go through a different area to get to this one, actually two. We need to do cliffside ruins, which I'm going to show you again how to get down, then through to Goddess Falls, and then eventually to Vanir Shrine. So I will show you, if this is the first of my videos you're watching, how to do it all. If this is not your first video, then sorry, but we're doing this bit at the beginning again. So we're starting here. This is at the River Delta Mystic Gateway. I always like to start at a gateway, and then we're going to go across here to the ruins and open everything up again. Or I'm going to simulate it because I've already done it. We're going over to Cliffside Ruins here, and we're going to open everything up. So yeah, this is it's an exclusive area for Freya, essentially. So you will need to have her with you. Again, best to do this after you're finishing the story. So you need to climb up here, and then round here. This is the last time I'm doing this. Doing this in like 3 or 4 videos. I could point you towards them, obviously, but yeah, it's like a minute just to do this. So you need to climb all the way up here, and then you need to fire 3 arrows in a row, connect all the arrows, the purple arrows, to free the chain, which you can see is already free for me. So that's good enough, that will do. And then you'll go pop, 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 and all the chains will, the train will drop down. And then here you can kick a shield down, and then you'll be able to take the shortcut down. And then we're going to climb up here and use the upgraded chisel to open the area up. So most of the stuff here is lore. There's 7 lore. There's a legendary chest, and there is something else I've completely forgotten. An artifact. And then running through all of this, there is a favour the whole time as well. So yeah, it does take quite a while to get through this area, even though it's kind of small. So yeah, when you come up here, use the upgraded chisel, and that will drop a wall, making the river open up, so you can go all the way down to quite a few areas, but most specifically this time Vanir Shrine, which is through Goddess Falls, which we're doing in a moment. So once that's done, get back in the boat and go for a little a row upstream for the final time for me. God knows how many times I've been up here. A lot. So ignore all this stuff. So if this is your first time getting to Goddess Falls as well, there will be a fight here. And you can check my 100% video for this area as well, if you haven't done it. So once you've docked, climb up here. All the way to the top of the falls is where we need to go. And once you're up here, go across, and then we're going to go up even more. Okay, when you get to the top, Freya's going to kind of lead the way here. She'll run towards this that is quite obviously a covered door. This is where we are map-wise now. So you can see there that we're going to actually track Freya's missing piece. Now that's the favour that runs through this whole area of Vanir Shrine. And then, yeah, open up the door. There is going to be a fight. You do like to cut fights out if they're not pertinent. But this one is... It's not really pertinent per se, but there is an ancient here. So just in case, I don't know how you would have done it, but just in case you've never fought one before, I'm leaving this in. This will be one of 2 fights I leave in, because the very end one's a bit of a boss fight. So there is a Soul Eater, an ancient here. So when they open their chest up, just throw the axe or whatever you've got into their chest. They do drop things. You can see he's dropped it on the floor here. You can pick that up and throw it at his chest. I thought he'd open his chest quicker than he did. Otherwise, I would pick one up. And then just... I like to give him a few whacks before doing R3, because you do get that extra damage in while they're stunned. And then do R3. and I was lucky enough to actually kill it straight away here. Obviously with the purple stuff dotted around, you'll have to throw your axe to freeze the plant so you don't die. There is a funny bit at the end of this video where I do die. I left it in just for the laugh, I suppose. Get to laugh at me dying that purple stuff in quite a funny way, to be honest. So I'm just going to clean up these extra couple. I think this is the last one now, and that will be this fight done. So that's when you initially come into this area. Make sure you pick up the good stuff from the Ancient and the Soul Eater. And then there's the first law, but just for reference, this is kind of where we are. Right, there, start. And then we're going to go to the right. And here is the first law. This is the feast. There we go. And then the second law is directly next to it. This is a treasure map, the Giant's Toes. This is for a treasure back at the Mystic Gateway. It's directly behind the Mystic Gateway. So we'll be doing that in the next video, which will be the river delta. Next up, we need to free. So up there is where we'll come down, but we need to free the bridge here. There is one of those plants that spits. You can see the root is kind of attached to it there, but you can't burn it. The root is up there and round and everything. So that's where we're heading. So use some purple arrows. One more will do it. There we go. And burn that stuff away, and then get your axe out and drop this drawbridge down. You'll have to run round to the other side to do the other one as well. Watch out for the purple stuff. And there we go. So there's two sides. This is the middle area, and then there's a side off to the right, an area off to the left. And then that's what we're doing. Mirrored, basically. So keep running past all these plants, and the root is just round here. Where is it? I've lost it. It's in this corner here. There it is. So hit that and the plants won't bother you. And then you've got a few nightmares. Just take care of those quickly. Where's the final one gone? There he is. God, I hate these things. Okay. Right, so once you're done with those, you've got law here. This is law number 3. The Auburn crown. Just for map reference, that's where we are. Next we're going to get an artifact. There is a legendary chest there. We can't get that just yet. We just need to open that up. When you go in here, there is going to be a dog that jumps out of there. These are the ones that explode as well. So that's them done, just a couple of them. But behind them is the artifact. This is part of the family Crests set. Hylli's Crest. And now we'll do the legendary chest. So we need to go up here, open this. And then burn this plant off to the right hand side. Just regular blades will do this one. And then behind it, just chuck your axe and that will drop it down. And do not forget there is an enemy in here. I always forget there's an enemy in here. Yeah, every time. I was just about to wind it up, but he got me first. And then open up the chest for Rampage of the Furies, which is a runic attack for the blades, if I remember rightly. Okay, so onto the first part of the favour itself, which is Freya's missing piece. This comes under River Delta Favours on the map. You just need to come up here, and it's pretty self-explanatory. These plants, again, if you do not know how to open these plants up, use a purple arrow and then use your axe to freeze them. And the bit that comes out from them, where's it gone, will jump down at your feet. Now there will be some more enemies that will appear there, a couple of those horrible witch type enemies. Take care of them quickly, and then Freya will automatically walk towards this altar like this, and then you'll have to go up and use triangle, and then she'll I think she makes them disappear, breaks them up. And you can see that on the other side is there is another one. We need to go there. So once she does that, that's part 1 of Freya's missing piece done. We're going to go straight away and do part 2 across the other side without really grabbing anything else here. So there we go, there's 1. Freya's belongings found 1 of 3. The third one being in the middle once we've got the other 2. So just take a moment to not run off and let her open up this hedge first. And then you use the chisel to draw a R. I mean, okay, that's an N. And then that's half of a sentence down there, back down into the middle. Now there will be plants and there'll be pots like this everywhere. I will miss some of them, but I'm not paying particular attention to them. If they're there, I'll get them. But yeah, do watch out for them. There's a plant there as well, just noticed it. See? And then we'll go to the chain. It's going to take us back down again. And then I'm going to really struggle to open this plant up for some reason. Nope, didn't hit. Nope. I mean, that hit. That hit, didn't it? That blew up. And I'm looking for the item. I'm not even looking at the plant because I saw it blow up. But no, the plant is still there. Just give me a moment. We'll get this done. Okay, right. There we go. On we go. So there will be a bit of a fight here. 2 wolvers. I'm just going to skip that. Will appear. Just watch out for the poison, obviously. Once they're done, we're going to take care. Nope, purple arrow. You can't attach it to metal. You need to go onto the brickwork. Like so. Get rid of these on the side. And then we're actually going to do the metal. So we need to do these torches at the same time. So we want arrows across here. 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3. No, we're going just for 2 because it's big enough. And then save the third one for down here. And then pop them, and then the 2 lamps will light at the same time and open up the door. Right, up here there is going to be a fight. I was going to cut this one out, but I will just show you quickly what to do because that guy is invincible. So you'll need to use an arrow, break through here. Yeah, there you go. And then run up here, and then there's one of those chanting enemies here. So you'll need to kill him first before you can kill any of the others. And we might as well stay up here now. And you may have noticed I did run past a chest and a rune. We do need to go back that way, so we're going to grab them there in a moment once we've just taken care of these. Just one more down here. Give a slap for a shield. Bit of a stronger one, this one. Okay. Right, so Freya's going to walk off to the altar now. I was trying to get her to... I noticed this plant here. I'm trying to get her to shoot the arrows. But nope, she's predisposed with the altar now, so I can't do anything with her. So same again, just wait for her to pick it up. And this is going to be part 2 of the quest, the favour. So exactly the same as last time. She'll break it up and then she'll walk around to some vines on the left hand side. Open the vines up, use your chisel, finish the sentence or the word, and that will, then we can get into the middle and nearly be done at this point. There we go, Freya's missing piece 2 done. Next thing we're getting is obviously the lore that's behind me, but just do this first. Another N, apparently. Like a primary school N. I know there's a whole thing with the old letters and that. So once that's done, head over here, get the lore, the blessing of 2, and then we'll go downstairs, or downstairs, back down to the area below. And finally get this plant as well. They are good for materials, those plants. So yep, coffin here, not part of 100%, but you're going to grab it either way. It's nigh on impossible to run past one of those and not open it. And then here is the law number 5, or law number 5, Traitor. So just the final couple of things to do now. The next law is across the bridge. No enemies when you run down here for the first time. Another little vase there up there. We'll get that. The offering. I think they're offerings to Odin, aren't they?
After all the battles I've fought, why does the other side of this door scare me most?
So once you've built the bridge up, come across, you've got some lore here. This is number 6, abandoned. So we are nearly done now. So River Delta Favour, Freya's missing piece. This is part 3. So once you break through this with the chisel, there's going to be a whole cutscene. It's like 4 or 5 minutes. Obviously, I'm going to skip that. But once you're done with that, Freya will have a sword. The only other part, the Freya's missing piece. She's actually going to keep this one. So yeah, you can see there, Mardol. She's going to keep that. So you need to go across, and I need to do I could have got this out, to be honest. But the trophy was already popped. So you will get the trophy as well there. It was a good day. Do you reckon that was an Ice Cube reference? Probably not. Anyway, the final law is here on the way out. I'm just going to wait. So you can get a new armor for her, the regal Vanir garments. There we go. The new law that we're getting there is the ceremony. So that's all the law done. We've not actually finished this favour yet. Freya's missing piece is not finished yet. So we do have a part 4 to it, and it involves running back down to the boat. Here's the death I mentioned earlier that I thought was pretty damn funny. So we're just going to leave that in for a second. Yeah, the Wolver slaps me into the purple stuff and I die. And then he disappears into the floor. Anyway, yeah, so I came back, killed the Wolver this time. There's a couple of them. And then we're going to go through the door. And we're going to go back to the boat just for one final fight before we leave. And then once you actually sail away from this place, then the favour will finish. I kind of wish that this would be a surprise for you, because it scared the bloody Christ out of me the first time. That's the most English thing I've ever said. The first time I ever did it, my God. But yeah, that Drekkie is going to come out. You can have a couple of Drekkies here. They are not difficult. They shouldn't be anyway. Let's give him a slap with this one. This one on the right dies pretty damn quickly. Yeah, that one's gone already. Don't know. The other one's gone hiding in the water. Didn't get the parry off here because I was recalling my axe. Missed the with the window there, but it's simple enough. I do like the animation for killing these. Always try and get the R3 on these. The whole teamwork thing. And Freya uses her new sword. Excellent. Right, we are not quite done yet. You just need to pick everything up. Make sure you get everything that the Drekkie's dropped, because the Dragon Tooth is quite important when upgrading a certain armor set. The dragon armor. But just before you can leave, you do need to push this boat back into the water. And then once you get on the boat and just move away slightly, the favour, Freya's missing piece, will finally finish, and that will be it. Even though we already have the trophy for it, to actually tick it off on the map and get that 100%, you need to just float away. There we go. Right, that is Vanir Shrine at 100%. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.